It's the McClure boys standing at the 20-yard line, as Mike Kuczykowski is not a kickoff man who can send it deep. He hits a lot of low-line drivers. And both McClure boys are excellent returners. Jeremy, 165-pound junior, and Kent, 165-pound senior.
Kicking off with the Crusaders, Mike Kuczykowski.
Central dressed in the light gold trousers and white shirts. Wintersville's the old gold trousers and blue shirts. 5-man officiating crew. There's the whistle, and we're ready to go. About a minute late. Kuczykowski, the sidewinder, driver, bounces off of Jeremy McClure, picks it up at the 16, up at the middle, 20, 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Wintersville has it 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Well, Jeremy got a bad break. First it skips over his head.
5-yard line. They're in a single back set. Cottis is the quarterback. Booher gets the handoff. He's the only back in the backfield, and Booher over right guard, short yardage, 28-yard line. Bottom of the pile, 68, Brian Treglia. The left defensive end makes the stop. Sean Booher, with his first start at the fullback spot, picks up 3. 2nd and 8. Wintersville this time with split backs, pro set. Straight dive off the right side, very short yardage for Booher.
Don't think he got anything, John. He just ran into a wall just sitting and waiting for him. Prager was there. And
along with David Stanwyck, who had an outstanding game last week. So it's 3rd and a long 7 at their own 28-yard line, just underway here. Nice crowd at Harding Stadium. We got the McClure boys split left and right as the backs are split. Cottis straight back in the pocket, has time. Over the middle, almost intercepted right through the hands of inside linebacker Brian Prager. Pass intended for Jeremy McClure, but Prager stepped in front. He might have been off to the races had he looked that ball into his hand.
Well, the Bahen of the bullpen would have had himself inside.
Punt formation standing at his 15. It's a good snap. No rush. Beautiful spiraling punt. Polshaw will field it at his 37. Has running room. 40, 45, midfield into Warrior territory. Nice block tackle put on him by Brian McCullough to upend Polshaw, but not before Joey advances to Golden Warrior territory at the Wintersville 49-yard line. Punt and about a 14-yard return. Central with excellent field position will line up in a pro set at the Warrior 49. Manilak and Richardson. There goes Gibson in motion. Here's a quick toss. They fake the reverse. Here goes Richardson across the 45. Breaks the tackle. He's over the 40. He's driving down to the 37-yard line. Kenny Richardson.
Boy, what outstanding 2nd and 3rd efforts by Kenny. He could have gone down easily after a gain of about 6 or 7, but he pushes himself forward to a gain of about a dozen.
2 inside linebackers, Pennington and Booher, make the stop, and I think that's Kenny Richardson's middle name, 2nd effort. He just never stops churning those legs. He's advanced to the 37 for a first down and a 12-yard pickup, and that's a play I haven't seen Central use. There's a quick opener. There goes Manilak into the secondary, crosses the 35 down to the 31-yard line before McCullough, the outside linebacker, brings him down.
Manilak could have gone the distance. Gibson was going to throw a block, and Manilak read the block to where he could run outside, but Gibson changed it and pushed the block to the outside, and Manilak ended up running right into the tackler. As
I said in the pregame, Wintersville must stop the Central ground attack. That's been their Achilles heel this year, not able to stop the running attack. That was a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4. Here goes Manilak over the left side. Manilak crosses the 30 down to the 27. Close to the first down. Bottom of the stack for the Golden Warriors. And they're at the Warrior 27-yard line. Manilak picks up 4, 22 yards on 3 running plays. 1st and 10 Central. Twins right. The backs for the first time are in an eye. Long count by Marcino, the quarterback. Deep handoff. Manilak to the outside running room. He's at the 25. He's at the 20, and he's out of bounds inside the 15. Nobody there, Gino.
Well,
Manalac got to the outside, and there was just nobody there. McClure finally made the stop.
He's not the flat-out fastest kid you'll find, but if you give him the opening to the outside, he can turn the corner. He can do a move or two. He can shake and bake in, make you forget that you were standing there.
They said Freddie stepped out at the 15-yard line. That's a 12-yard pickup, and Central with 4 running plays. Gino has picked up 3 first downs.
Yeah, and Manalac has 24 of those yards, John, out of the 36 I have Central with.
8:31 to go, first quarter, scoreless, but Central on a drive. They're in an I formation with twins to the right. Wintersville 4-man front. Counter play. Here goes Richardson.
Kenny Richardson.
10. Richardson maybe to the 9.
Well, John, I don't know if Kenny was supposed to go to the 3-hole or not, or if he read it after he got the football, but he took the ball on the right-hand side of the center, if you will, as he looks at the line and immediately cut to the left side. If he just read that hole, he did a heck of a job.
Well, it was
Or what?
No, 4.5. Excuse me, or 3.5. Whatever. I back. Here goes Manalac. Manalac, who hit hard. Got to the 6.
He'll be real close to the first down, but that's a nice put down.
Sean Booher made the good hit. Helped out by Tommy Emery. We'll give him 2.5. It'll be third and less than a yard at the 5.5-yard line as Central goes with their wishbone attack. When Yanni comes in and Bloomer, they usually go to the bone. Momentary pause for an official timeout. Now they wind the clock. Craig are out over the football. Both Marshall and Wilson are at the tight end position. They're in the bone. And here goes Kenny Richardson for the first down. He drives. The ball's loose. Did they blow it dead?
I'm going to tell you what, I don't know, John, but the official on the near side on the line thought he was standing on the goal line and signaled touchdown at the 5. Yeah. The ball first and goal at the 4.
You got a good point. I'll take it first and goal at the 4 if he's given him a choice. He said decline. Well, we don't know what he declined, but we'll give Richardson a 2-yard pickup to the 4.
I wonder if anybody in the computer room knows what happened.
First and goal at the 4.
Inadvertent whistle?
Probably.
That's what it was, inadvertent whistle.
So we got first and goal at the 4. Now there's confusion. Rich Saccoccia being talked to by one of the line judges who explains the situation. Central has the double tight end wishbone. Clock ticking, 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Central driving, first and goal at the 4. Richardson plunges. Richardson to the 3, maybe the 2, as he's stacked up by the center of the line. 2. Central all on the ground from the Warrior 49. Double tight end wishbone. Yanni to the outside. He's hit. He gets away, and he's in. Central leads at 6-0.
Well, Anthony Yanni comes in on those wishbone situations, and he's a third hard runner for the Crusaders when he's in there. You don't know which guy's going to get the ball. You can just be assured that whoever it is runs hard.
9 plays, 49 yards, all on the ground.
4 minutes and 1 second, John.
Kuczykowski to attempt the conversion. Talensik the long snapper, and Polshaw the important holder. Snap is good. Placement down. Kick up. And it is good. 6:52 to go first quarter. Central has jumped on top 7-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Extra point from Kuczykowski, and it's a 7-zip lead.
It's a nice way to start the game for Central as they got excellent field position after the fine punt by Mazzaferro. Polshaw returned at 14 yards, and then they just went with Richardson and Manalac, and Yanni with his first carry takes it in from the 2-yard line. Kuczykowski again to kick off. Low sailor, bounces at the 20. Picked up by Kent McClure at the 17. Gets across the 20, and he's quickly down by Donald Thorne again. He's been in on 2 specialty unit tackles. Helped out by Scotty Bloomer.
Only if it's against the receiving team.
Usually half the distance inside the 20. Now, where they're going to mark it from? He's over at the 29. I would seriously doubt that you would mark it from the 29. You would mark it. And Wintersville will have it first and 10 at their own 11, trailing 7-0 with 6:18 to go in the first quarter. We got a power eye left. Deep man gets the handoff, spinning and turning. is Mark Oldham, 165-pound junior, as he got into the secondary. Treglia makes the stop, and Rich Saccoccia said that Alfie Wade, a sophomore, and Mark Oldham, a junior, would see some action this evening, and Oldham gets his first carry.
Nice 6-yard pickup.
Ball at the 17. It's about 2nd and 4. Here's Oldham again. He gets into the secondary, gets the Warriors' first down as he crosses the 25 to the 26. Oldham with pretty good quickness, getting into the hole quickly. Finally brought down by 66, Rich Galtier, the inside linebacker. Is for the youngster. Wintersville with their first down. Here's the dive play again to Oldham. This time the Crusader defense is waiting for him. Krager's there. 79, Stanwyck there. Bottom of the stack, Bobby Mascalino, the 2 tackles along with the inside linebacker.
Yeah, that time they were just sitting and waiting for him like they knew that it was going to be a dive play of some sort.
Oldham gets 1, 2nd and 9. Again, it's like a power eye into backfield, an odd type of set. Back to pass, Cottis, quick out. A little high, McClure got his hands on it. That's Jeremy, but couldn't pull it in. Good coverage by Kenny Richardson on the outside. It'll be 3rd and 9 at the Warrior 28.
And McClure wasn't.
As Jeremy McClure this time is split left. It's a full house type of backfield for the Warriors. Large line splits, and this one goes right up the middle. Was that Emery carrying the football that time? Yes, it was. Yep. He just checked in, and he got the call, but it's short of the first down. Emery gets out to the 33, picks up 5. It'll be 4th down and 4, and Mazzaferro should drop into punt formation for the second time here in quarter number 1. 4:42 to go in this first quarter. Central leads 7-0. Yanni and Polshaw stand at the Central 30. Looks like they will not rush the Crusaders. Good snap. Mazzaferro, high end over end. Polshaw fields it at his 35. 40, 45, midfield, and right where he ended up the last time at the Golden Warrior 49-yard line. Punt covered 32 yards. Central.
John, they've had the Golden Warriors pretty much at bay while they're on defense, and the offensive crew of the Crusaders have just ripped them.
High backfield, option left. Marcino, late pitch. Manilak lost it. The football is loose. There's a dive for it at midfield, and Wintersville has come up with the first turnover in the football game. And on the bottom with that football was 55 for the Golden Warriors. Scotty Binkowitz, the 180 pill, forces the first turnover. They've got their best field position. And Cottis is back in the pocket. He's going deep. He's got more out there, but Aaron Talensik was waiting for him as Jeremy beat the initial cornerback, but Talensik, the safety man back there, just came over Gino and almost made the interception.
Yeah, matter of fact, McClure almost had to become the defender there and tip it away because the better position was held by Talensik.
Cottis off to a slow start. He's 0 for 3. 2nd and 10 at midfield. As McClure that's Jeremy along with Shawn Velto are twins left. And Kent McClure is split right. Play action over the middle, looking for the tight end. Brady Snyder, incomplete, batted away by number 44 for the Crusaders, Paul Wilson, the outside linebacker.
Nice idea, John, but you have 2 defenders there. You're throwing the ball into traffic, and I don't know. You got to think twice if you're Mikey Cottis about throwing it in there like that again. That's a good way to get it picked off.
Wintersville.
3rd and 10 for Wintersville at their own 49.5-yard line. Looking to put their initial score on the board. The Crusaders with the 7-0 lead.
And let's see if Cottis can come up with the big play. He's got twins to the left and a single receiver right and back. Middle screen. Caught by Brady Snyder, the tight end. He breaks a tackle. 45-40, 35-30. Inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Goes Brady Snyder, who made a couple of big catches in game number 2 against the Bruins. And they used the big tight end on the middle screen that worked perfectly for the Warriors. They're in that odd set with wide line splits. Cottis to Oldham. Big hole. Oldham across the 20. Oldham down to the 18. as Brian Krager finally brings them down, and I think those wide line splits are causing the Crusader defensive line and backers trouble, as it's a 7-yard pickup to the 18 for Oldham.
What you're doing on the right side this time between guard and tackle.
Like a power eye, but they're up a little closer. Same play to the other side. Oldham with a first down as he bucks across the 15 to the 14, and once again Brian Krager makes the stop, but the Golden Warriors with a huge 25-yard gain on 3rd and 10 on the middle screen are driving at the Central 14. Again, same formation left. Jeremy McClure split right. Here goes the handoff inside. That's not Oldham again, is it? That's 23. That's Tommy Emery. And Emery with a pretty good gain as he moves it in the backfield. Again, the odd set with the wide line splits. And here goes Oldham, and Oldham is at the 6. Nice open field tackle again. I think it was Krager. Check it. It was the other inside linebacker, Rich Galter, at the 6. So Oldham with 4.
So you're getting a double team every time. When you go to where that extra back is, you're getting a double team.
Play of the drive, same offensive set to the right. Cottis on 3rd and 2. Dive. Emery inside the 5, down to the 3, maybe the 2, and another Warrior first down. Bobby Mascalino on the stop.
More like a 2.
We'll give Emery 4. 3rd straight first down. Same formation. Offset left. Might have been movement. Emery gets the handoff. Ball loose, but the whistle was blowing. Forward progress to the 1. So 2nd and goal at the 1 as the first quarter coming to a close. With 45 seconds to go in this quarter, and Wintersville trying to tie it up. And Booher are the running backs. Look for Emery to get the carry. Over left guard. No, Cottis with the sneak. Don't see a signal. Cottis is near the goal line. It'll be 3rd and goal inside the 1.
Close doesn't count. He's just inches away from the goal line.
Quarter number 1 should come to a close with 10 seconds to go. Central trying to have a great goal line stand. The Warriors trying to get it in. Tough to keep them from getting it in. Quarter number 1 will come to a close. Central leads at 7-0, but the Warriors are inside the 1 when we come back.
If it ain't broke, don't.
John, this first quarter move a little quicker than the last first, considering, 34, 42 points. You had, 62? 59.
It was fast. Go ahead. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the Warriors split the backs, and a whistle is blown, and a flag goes up in the air. And if it's half the distance against the Crusaders, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference.
If it's against the Warriors, it would be a big penalty, but I'm pretty sure it's encroachment defense.
It is. It'll be a 2.
Sneak again?
I don't know. Yep. Handoff this time, and he didn't get it. Whoever it was didn't get there.
He didn't get the handoff.
No, Cottis got caught with it. You're right. He's down at about the 1.5, 2-yard line.
He could not get the handoff. If Central shot the gap, I didn't get the gap shooter, but he was on top of Cottis before he could make the handoff, and this is a good timeout by Rich Saccoccia.
Loss of a pair. Cottis just didn't get there quick enough. So the Golden Warriors called time. 11:42 to go in the second period. A 7-0 Crusader lead, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. The Golden Warriors, as the Crusaders try to keep them from getting into the end zone. It was 3rd and inches. Matter of fact, it was 2nd, and not a whole bunch either. So
Warriors up to go outside.
Emery and Booher, the backs behind Cottis. And Cottis rolls right, and someone shot the gap and got him in the backfield. 68, Treglia.
No, that was the other inside linebacker, Rich Galter. So he and Krager had 2 big plays. And I tell you what, 2nd and goal at the 1. They did not get in with 3 consecutive plays, and that is a huge defensive stand. The loss is back to the 8-yard line.
Renzelli. The boys say Renzelli got the stop.
Somebody got it that was in there quickly.
It's a -6, so the Crusaders go 1st and 10 with the wishbone at their own 8-yard line, and the handoff over the right side, and nice yardage by Kenny Richardson out to about the 13.
Sean Booher on.
Down the field with the ground attack 3, 4, 5, 8 yards, and then could not get in from the one on 3 consecutive plays.
Again, the wishbone. This time it is Yanni, and Yanni will be decked at the 15-yard line. Jumping in to make the stop for the Golden Warriors, Tim Whitaker.
First down for Central. They'd like to keep the defensive team off the field for a little bit if they can get the first down and give them some breathing room. Got a lot of guys going both ways.
Handoff this time to the deep back.
That was Richardson.
I
think he's definitely short. Got maybe to the 17. Had to go to about the 18 and a half.
Yeah, you're right. That is Kenny. He'll be short. Give Richardson about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and about a yard. I don't think we'll see the fake punt here, John.
Nope, I don't think so. Jim Vonovich and Sean Booher have been doing an excellent job defensively for the Warriors. They've been in on numerous tackles.
Coolin will do the kicking. It's a good snap. The Wintersville Golden Warriors don't put on a rush, and it comes to Jeremy McClure at about the 45, trying to go outside, gets a block down to the 37 before he's run out of bounds. Stevie Marshall took a big hit on a block.
It's one of those, when you're on those specialty units, you don't see the guy coming. You're concentrating on making the tackle, and you get sidelines. Well, would you call it blindsided?
Yeah.
But to Marshall's credit, he was back up because, that was one heck of a shot.
So 1st and 10 at the Crusader 37. Oldham the deep back, Booher the up back, and it's a quick out, and it's picked off. Is that Richardson?
Yes,
no, it's number 44, Wilson with the INT, and the Crusaders will get it right back.
One thing Wintersville likes to do, Gino, is throw that quick out. We saw him do it against Brook a half dozen times, but the Brook defensive backs were dropping off. Wilson's a linebacker. If he didn't bobble that ball, he might have been off to the races, although with McClure trailing him, I don't think he would have beat him.
Paul Wilson just stepped right up in front and said thank you. The Crusaders 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Option left, and Marcino keeps it, turns it up to about the 47, 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard pickup.
Go after a Crusader punt. So turnovers have been important in this game to give each team field position.
2nd and 3, handoff Manilak over right tackle. He'll squirm and get near the first down marker. I think he's a bit short. Into Golden Warrior territory at the 49. Just shy. It'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
8 plays. Yanni getting it from 1 yard out.
Wishbone double tight end on 3rd and less than a yard. The handoff to Kenny Richardson from his left halfback position, and he has the first down at the Golden Warrior 47.
The majority of the times on short yardage, you will see Kenny Richardson because of his 2nd and 3rd efforts and his ability to hang on to the football and get extra yardage. They've gotten 20 since then.
Trips right, one setback, and Travis Marcino wants it all, throws it for Gibson, but it's intercepted by Jeremy McClure. He'll be called down at the 8-yard line.
Well,
that's as good as a punt, I guess.
It's a nice interception by Jeremy. It's better, though. Central's first pass is an intercept.
Booher and Oldham are the backs. Pro I. And Oldham gets the handoff, but he's hit at the 7-yard line and driven back. He may lose a yard. Crusaders again in the Golden Warrior backfield before they get anything going. Oldham loses a yard.
Wintersville with that offset and the wide splits caused trouble for Central in the first quarter. But here in quarter number 2, they've seemed to solve that offensive set.
And again, they're in the Pro I. They've sustained the extra back in the backfield. Handoff on the dive play to Booher. Booher will get to about the 8-yard line, the yard that they lost.
And they're going to give him the 9 on the sideline.
2-yard pickup for Oldham. Excuse me, for Booher. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Wintersville would zip.
McClure is wide to each side. And Cottis back to throw. Comes out to the near side for Snyder, his tight end, and pass interference will be called on Talensik.
That's a mismatch. Snyder's about 6'4", and Talensik may be 5'8", 5'9". And if you put that ball up high, it's tough for the defender that small to be able to make the play unless he's a Calvin Murphy. Calvin Murphy was a 5'9" guy that could jump.
I figured out what you meant.
But he played basketball, folks.
1st and 10 for the Golden Warriors. Big break. Snyder could not hang on to the pass, but Talensik called for the interference. Pitch to the deep man. There goes Oldham. Oldham 35-40 down the sideline. One man to beat. Talensik chasing him. He'll not get him. One more man. Richardson gives chase, and he brings him down at the 3. Richardson had the angle, but he came from a long way back.
That's perfect execution of the option play because Michael Cottis at the very last, maybe Oldham ran out of gas, but it's a heck of a run, and the Warriors are in business again.
Mark him at the 4, a 73-yard pickup. I think.
Correct.
Backs wide split behind Cottis. Cottis with the quarterback sneak will not get much. Mike might have gotten to the 3.
Wintersville needs this touchdown, Gino. They were denied on their last possession is that they were inside the 1.
Now they come with that offset extra back inside guard and tackle left side. Cottis wants to option right, but there's nobody home, and he's dragged down to the backfield. I don't know if Cottis went the wrong way or if the backs hurt him backwards. It's going to be a loss back to the 7.
You've got some new backs in there, Gino, and certainly somebody went the wrong way, either the quarterback or the backs. I think Cottis, because there didn't appear to be any blocking to this side.
Loss back to the 7 of 4. Timeout called by the Golden Warriors. With 4:55 to go in the second period, it's 7-0 Catholic Central, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Diagnosing.
Wintersville has not been able to punch it in inside the 5. They've lost yardage 3 times out of the last 4 plays.
Kent McClure left, Jeremy McClure right. Cottis once. Receiver at the goal line, touchdown Booher.
Yeah, nice pattern. Good ball faking by Cottis. Got Booher coming out of the backfield. A Crusader hit him at the 2, but Sean's a pretty strong dude. The 165-pound junior had the momentum to power into the end zone. And now, let's see if Diekman's going to be in to do the kicking.
This year, 6'1", 185. He looks taller than 6'1". It's a good snap. The ball is set. Kick is up. Into the middle of the Golden Warrior band. 7-7 with 4 to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Don't stay in the dark.
73-yard run by Oldham. Booher gets the touchdown catch from 7 yards out from Mike Cottis. Bodo the extra points, and we're tied at 7 with 4:50 to go here in the second quarter at Harding Stadium.
Well, Rich Saccoccia said the youngsters were going to get some play time in the backfield, and Mark Oldham has done a superb job.
It'll be Tim Whitaker to kick it off. Manilak and Richardson back. Manilak at the 18. Out to the 25-30. Cuts it near side and slips down at the 35. So the Crusaders will go 1st and 10. It's going to be marked shy of the 25-yard line by about the length of the football. Excuse me, the 35.
I knew that number 12. There's number 66, and Wintersville's been known to change some numbers around. You know, they've been using him as a blocking back a lot.
Gibson motions right to left. Deep handoff. Manilak hit at the line. Leans forward for a yard maybe across the 25. And the Golden Warrior defense all pumped up now.
Well, Gino, that drive, as you said, 92 yards, 7 plays. 1 was a penalty, and it was a big one on 3rd and 10.
2nd and 9 for the Crusaders. A slot left, back split. Gibson motions left to right out of the slot. Marcino with the option left, turns it up to the 40, across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Spun down there by Booher. Gain to the 41-yard line. 3rd down 3, gain of 6 for Travis. Wide right, Gibson slots this time. Manilak also an extra slot out there. Richardson the only setback. Travis Marcino back to throw. has Polshaw wide open at the 50. He'll turn it up. Be pushed out of bounds at the 46. Crusader first down. Polshaw, Marcino. Coolin wide left now. And again, Gibson the slot man. Manilak an extra slot tight on the left side. Richardson gets the handoff on the dive across the 45. 40 cuts it outside, 35, and inside to the 32-yard line. Kenny Richardson, another nice run. Just a straight dive, the only back in the backfield. And he rambles down to the 31-yard line of the Golden Warriors.
They went with the 3 wide receivers last time. They passed the ball. The 3 wide receivers this time, they ran the ball. And Richardson, using a good stiff arm to ward off a tackler, was able to pick up about 15.
This time they'll slot left and hold the I-backs. Deep handoff, Manilak across the 30 to the 29-yard line before he's stuffed. Manilak will pick up a couple, maybe 3. Booher with the stop.
Yeah, he filled the hole that was there from his linebacker position. Deadlock Central at the Golden Warrior 29.
Second down, 8. Again, that 3 receiver set to the left, and Marcino rolls left to throw. Someone charging. He ducks under him, but he'll be sacked back at the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that someone charging is somebody that I would want to get away from. That's Todd Mazzaferro at 6'1". He's a 225-pounder. You've got to have it that somebody's coming from your blind side ready to take your helmet off.
I've been back here too long, and it's time to do something. Polshaw wide out left. Gibson is slot to the left. Manilak behind Richardson in the backfield. Gibson motions left to right. Marcino, short drop, in trouble, almost got away, but grabbed by the legs and brought down at the 34-yard line by Vovinich.
You know, I think I was watching some line block, and that appeared maybe to be a quarterback draw.
4th and 12. Coolin is wide left. Gibson wide right, backs in the eye. A minute to go in the first half. 7-7. Back to throw, Marcino down the middle. At the 16-yard line.
Jeremy McClure, I think. It might have been a little bit overthrown. Right down to just run the clock out here and go in at halftime at 7-7. But you never know.
Bet you popcorn he tries something.
Well, if you can get 1-on-1 coverage on McClure over there, I'd take a shot at him.
Well, I lose $1. He goes to the quarterback sneak. Cottis from his 34.5 or 33.5 out to the 44. About a 5-yard pickup.
Gino, I was watching Jeremy McClure. He was single covered by Mike Gibson and had the whole outside over there. I don't know if the Warrior coaching staff picked that up, but I might think about that. Streak McClure down. Now they got double coverage on him.
17 seconds to go in the half, and Cottis wants to throw. Down, out, and up. Has a receiver, but he throws it out of bounds. Velto, the intended receiver. 11 seconds to go in the half, and a 3rd down and 5.
Got Cottis too, one, Gino. Let the clock go.
I don't think you whine upon it. Quarterback sneak straight up the middle to the 49, make it 44-yard line. Cottis, I think, has the first down. Official will take a look at it. And with 5 seconds to go, we'll have a measurement. Stretch the chain out. First down by about half a football. Well, if the Warriors want to, they can get to the line and try to get a playoff. They're in the huddle and 5 seconds to go. They wind the clock. 4, 3, 2. The half will run out. At halftime, it's Catholic Central 7, Wintersville 7, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
High school football is king in the Ohio Valley. And
meanwhile, Wintersville on their first, well, let's see, 17 running plays. Gino had only 41 yards until Oldham broke that 73-yarder on the option play. Taylor will kick off. 7-7 for the 3rd quarter. Here's Gino.
Manilak and Richardson deep. Taylor line drive. Manilak at the 15. 20, up the middle, 25, 30. Breaks a tackle, spins away at the 35, and out to the 42-yard line.
About 27 yards on the return, and Central gets good field position.
Sean Rath on the stop, and the Crusaders 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Manilac was really underway behind that wall, Gino. Real good speed he showed.
That was a nice spin-off at the 35, too. If Rath doesn't get a piece of him to bring him down, he may go.
I think the first possession for each team here in quarter number 3, very important.
Split backs out of the pro set, and Kenny Richardson will dive forward for a couple. So Mark Gibson wide right, Coolin wide left. High backs, option right, pitch to Manilac, has an opening 45 near the 50-yard line. They'll mark his knee down about a half yard shy of the 50.
Good block that time by Mike Gibson, helping Manilac, who appeared to have some problems turning that corner and cutting it up, but Gibson with the kick-out block opened up a hole.
Third couple of first downs and bottle up the Warriors if they can't put it in the end zone. Gibson wide, Polshaw wide right. Gibson, the slot man. Handoff. Manilac around the right side, has room 45, 40. Cuts it back inside and goes down at the 35 of the Golden Warriors. It's going to be a 16-yard, make it a 15-yard pickup. And a first down.
Good stutter step. Manilac has that nice stutter step. Was able to get the defender out of position, then cut it up. And Central moving here on their first possession. Big third down conversion.
So 1st and 10 at the Warrior 36. The Crusaders in business with the slot left. Manilac behind Richardson in the backfield. Travis Marcino hands off on the dive to Richardson over left guard. 30, 25, grabbed from behind and pushes forward to the 22-yard line before he's finally brought down.
You know, I've seen Richardson do that almost in every game. He gets behind the blocker, and you can't see him. And then he makes his cut, and that's exactly what happened there. The Warrior defender didn't see him. He was able to cut away and get another huge gain.
3. And the pitch left, Richardson behind a block from Manilac to the 20. Breaks a tackle down to the 15-yard line. Someone had him by the shirt, but that's not enough to bring Kenny Richardson down on most occasions, and he rambles 5 more inside the 15-yard line.
Wadovich had the hand on him at the 20, but couldn't hold him.
8-yard.
Maybe hit one of the Central backs for a loss to make it 3rd and long. They need a key defensive play here to stop this ground attack.
Pro set. Hand off to Richardson on the dive, and he's stuffed near the first down marker. He's going to pick up almost 2. It's a question of where did he get to. The officials will call a timeout to unstack and take a look at it.
This drive a lot like the initial Crusader possession of the first half when they went 49 yards on 9 running plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the 6th play of the drive, all on the ground, and they have moved 45 yards to the Wintersville 13.
Well, they'll stretch out the chains, and
I think it's short.
Mr. DeMayo's in my way.
I'm wrong again.
Nose of the football, first down for the Crusaders.
3rd straight first down on the initial possession of the 3rd quarter. Central has run off 2 minutes and 48 seconds on these 6 running plays. And Yanni.
Out they come. The backs will, it's a wishbone double tight end. Richardson and Yanni are the deep backs. The handoff will go to Kenny Richardson, and he goes over the stack. Pick up short yardage near the 10-yard line. We'll get about a pair. 2nd down and 8.
Submarining.
Side to 10. We're 7-7. 8:23 to go in the 3rd period. Again, the wishbone. Manilac and Richardson deep. Fake handoff. Marcino to throw for the corner of the end zone, and it's too far. It bounces off the back fence. Intended receiver was Steve Marshall, but too far for everybody. It'll be 3rd and 8.
I think what down conversion for Central here. Wintersville's defense will try to play it tough.
Pull shot to the right. Gibson left. Backs in the eye. Marcino back to throw, rolling right. Looks, going to run to the 10. Grabbed from behind and pulled down on a nice grab and stop by Mazzaferro.
And there's the key defensive play because Marcino did have some running room, and I think Central may opt to go for the field goal here. Changing their mind. Here comes Mike Kuczykowski onto the field. I don't think they thought about it at first, and now they've decided to go for the field goal.
Well, that'll be an angle right to left, and the ball is extremely right on the right hash. Polshaw will hold. Kuczykowski will kick about a 26-yarder if it's good. Good snap. Ball is set. Kick is up. Has the distance, but it's wide right.
Kitchens. Bank One. Whatever it takes. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Subject to credit approval.
The handoff goes to Mark Oldham on first down, and he takes 2 vicious hits. Stanwyck got the first one. Treglia the second.
I gave a bodacious last evening, my first.
I haven't give Oldham a tough one. Second down, a little more than 9. Option right, Cottis stringing it out. Can't find a place to go. Finally turns it up. He'll gain a couple. Out to the 22.
Krager and Stanwyck make the stop.
It'll be third down and a short 8. Well, they move the
field position. If they have to punt, Central should get good field position.
Kent McClure is slot left. Jeremy is wide left. And Cottis back to throw on third. Lobs it downfield. Gibson back on defense. Almost has the interception, but drops it as Snyder didn't have the ball zeroed on the offense. Gibson went up, didn't come down with it. It'll be fourth down and about 8. And the Golden Warriors will have to kick it away.
Had Mike thrown the ball sooner, I thought Brady Snyder was out there and Gibson was deep. In other words, the pass was short. They only needed about 7 or 8 yards, but he threw it near midfield. He threw it about 25 yards, and Gibson was able to get there.
Plus, he lobbed it out there. I thought if he put it on a line, he would have had a lot better success. Good snap. End over end. This is going to bounce in front of Polshot, the 46, and he's going to let it roll back to about his own 40. So a good roll. The ball down at the 40-yard line. 5:45 to go, third period. The Crusaders will go on the offense now. Slot right, backs in the eye. On 1st and 10 from the Crusader 41, Manilak hit right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he gained much, if anything. It's going to be second down and a long 9.
It's the inside linebackers. And I think out on the corners are Rath and Emery.
Cool in the wide man. Gibson the slot right. Motions to the left now. Back split. Pitch left for Richardson. Manilak gives him a good block on the corner. Richardson to the 50. Richardson down to the 45 of the Golden Warriors.
Not only did Manilak give him a good block, Mike Gibson gave him the block that sprung him loose as he pushed the Warrior outside cornerback in to allow Richardson get to the outside for the big gainer. Gains in this quarter.
14 for 89.
So he's going for his 5th straight 100-yard game.
Slot right, this time a lot wider. Handoff Manilak. Richardson, a block at the line. Manilak tries to turn the corner, does somewhat down to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 5. Manilak, in the meantime, checking in now with 58 yards on 12 carries.
Third quarter moving along quickly. 4:20 up. 68 yards on 11 running plays.
Gibson in the slot now on the short side. Option right, Manilak, or Travis Marcino has to pitch early to Manilak. Manilak to the 30, inside to the 25, inside again to the 20 as he gives the second effort and pulls out of the hold of Jeremy McClure and falls inside the 20-yard line.
Central getting excellent blocking. That time the lead blocker was Kenny Richardson, who kicked the corner out, and Manilak just cut it behind him. And even though Central has moved the ball extremely well, that time 20 yards for Manilak, they haven't got any points on the board in this quarter.
Pro set, pitch left. Richardson wants to sweep, looking for a block. Doesn't get much of a block this time, but keeps the legs churning down to the 16.
And Richardson around the left side.
That time, excuse me, Gene, that time the Warriors made the play turn in, and the pursuit caught up. Thompson and Vodovich, the 2 tackles, finally made the stop.
Crusaders 7 yards away from a first down. Ball left. Gibson, the wide man right. High backs. Option right. Manilak pitches, Travis Marcino to Manilak on the pitch. Inside the 10 goes Manilak and down at the 8.
The option play becoming very effective in this Crusader drive.
8 for Manilak. First down for the Crusaders. And a 1st and goal at the 8.
Pitched incorrectly, and it can result in a huge loss or a fumble.
Well, the last 2 times he hasn't had much choice. His early penetration, he's had to pitch early. Handoff Manilak over left guard down to about the 6 after a gain of 2. Nice job of closing in by the Golden Warriors. On the stop was Bobinich. Booher also there.
Ground, we've still got 1:55 to go, but Central has still not scored in the quarter.
Split backs. Option left. Marcino turns it up to the 5, to the 4, maybe the 3, depending on where they give him a spot. Looks like the 3-yard line. Gain of 3. Travis has 13 yards on 6 carries.
Tom Emery came up option quite frequently. They have not gone to the bone this time.
Richardson left half, Manilak right half. Pitch right, Richardson. Manilak in front. Richardson looks for a hole, spun down at the goal line, but not in. They're going to mark him at the 1-foot line, and it's decision time for Gregg Bahen. And I don't think there's much of a decision. I think he'll go for it.
Exactly, no decision. You're moving the ball extremely well. You've moved from your 40 to the opponent's 1-yard line in 9 running plays. That's 59 yards in 9 plays.
Here comes the wishbone crew.
And we'll probably see Richardson or Yanni, as Yanni is in.
Yanni and Richardson will be the halfbacks. Bloomer will be the fullback. 4th and goal from the 6-inch line for the Crusaders. We're tied at 7. Quarterback sneak, and Marcino's in the end zone, touchdown.
Well, they crossed them up, Gino. Central has gone from the bone with the short yardage situations and used either Richardson or Yanni all season long, and they used Marcino on the sneak.
There's not much doubt about it either. Good line surge by the Crusaders, and Travis Marcino able to stretch himself into the end zone for the 6. 13-7 Crusaders with 28 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and Michael Kuczykowski will attempt the important extra point. Good snap, Polshaw sets it, and Kuczykowski splits the uprights. 28 seconds to go, 3rd period. A 14-7 Crusader lead over the Golden Warriors, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. As we come back to Harding Stadium, Kuczykowski will kick it off. Jeremy and Kent McClure back to receive.
Almost an identical drive to the first Crusader touchdown, Gino. All running plays. 10 plays, 60 yards.
And it's a short one. Kent McClure will take it at the 22 on the near side. We'll head back across field to the 30 and upended.
Brian Krager doesn't upend him, Gino. Kent McClure was underway and would have gained a lot more yardage on that return.
And the clock running with 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. The Crusaders up by 7.
Central had 18 running plays in this quarter.
Back to throw, Cottis takes a look, goes down the middle, complete and well off the face mask and chest of Kent McClure, and then he got the rebound, a completion at the midfield stripe and 15 yards.
That was his throwing too many over the middle.
So 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe, and I don't know if we'll get another playoff in this quarter or not. Now they're going to have to move the sticks. They're all tangled up in the foam cord on the far side that the coaches use with the press box.
Meanwhile, that's the first down of the quarter and only the 4th play that the Warriors have had in the 12 minutes of quarter number 3. They'll start the clock, and I don't think they'll get another play off. I think they'll start the clock.
Well, I think Rich Saccoccia asked, shouldn't the time be put back on the clock?
And they're going to talk it over.
Yeah. There was 5 seconds.
Rich hoping he can get another play in. They're going to give him another play, I think. Or aren't they?
Yep.
No, they're not.
That's the quarter.
And Rich Saccoccia's not too happy. Look at it. Oh, he's moving quick on them sidelines.
Well, 14-7 the Crusaders after 3 periods. The Golden Warriors with the 7, the Crusaders 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stadium. The Golden Warriors at 0-4. Certainly no playoff aspirations, but the Crusaders can pick up 3.5 points. Plus whatever the Golden Warriors would do as the season goes along.
I smell overtime.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just a thought. Cottis back in the pocket. Little middle screen to Brady Snyder. 45, 40, first down at the 36. It worked earlier. It works again. The big tight end gets behind that front wall. and Mike Cottis finds him. The first time he found him for 25 yards. They trail 14-7 as we just started the fourth quarter. Cottis back in the pocket. Quick flip pass to the flat. The intended receiver was 14. That's a new player in there for Wintersville. Maybe. Jason Blackwell. For 38. Booher's caught the TD pass for 7. 2nd and 10. Split backs. Cottis back in the pocket. Has all night over the middle post pattern. McClure wide open inside the 20. And down at the 18, we got a flag. And that might have been defensive or offensive pass interference where that flag went down. Out on the far side of the field where Jeremy McClure was posting.
Give Jeremy McClure a lot of credit. Kenny Richardson caught up to him and just reached in and tried to rip the ball away, and McClure hung on, and Richardson had a pretty good grab at the football, too.
It's going to be pass interference, I think, and it's going to be declined. Holding. Defense has declined. Cottis has hit 2 out of... And the 3rd straight first down, and the Warriors are trying to tie it up or take the lead. They're in a pro set. Quick toss. Emery cuts it over left end. Emery to the 15, maybe the 14.
Emery tries the left side.
Galter over there.
Bloomer on the stop.
Yanni over there. Bloomer and Paul Wilson as 4 Crusaders grab Emery at the 14. About a 3-yard plus gain. 2nd and long for the Warriors, who have 100. Cottis runs the option left. Nobody behind him. He takes it across the 10 out of bounds near the 6. The back didn't trail him, Gino.
Yeah, but nobody bothered him up front either. He didn't have to pitch the ball. He turned the corner and just headed. He's out at the 5.
We saw it in goal at the Crusader 5. Backs are in an eye. Deep handoff. Emery to the 4, maybe the 3.
Emery on the left side.
Well, Emery was on a dead run, and one of the Crusaders able to get their arms around him and whip him back a little bit. He had some pretty good steam going.
Bloomer was there along with Bob Mascalino, who made the initial hit. 2nd and ball carrier. Booher and Emery are split backs. Cottis, option right, pitch. Emery hit at the 5, down at the 4. As Cottis barely got the pitch away, there was penetration. And as a result, the timing on the play was not what it needs to be. We've got a Wintersville timeout. The loss is 1 back to the 4. We've got 9:54 to go in the game. Central leads at 14-7. When we return, it'll be 3rd and goal at the Crusader 4. Wintersville doesn't get a good gain on this play if they might not think about a field goal after we saw Ryan Bodo boot that extra point to tie the game back in the 2nd quarter, because they would need 2 scores unless they score and go for 2. So it's something to think about with 9:54 to go in the game.
Well, how much confidence do you have in your defense, I think, is what's going to determine whether or not they would go for it on 4th down if they don't get it here.
For the 9th play, they started at their own 35. They're in a pro eye. 3rd and goal at the 4. Play action. Cottis rolling out. He's looking for McClure. He's open. Cottis throws. Incomplete. I don't know if Michael couldn't get a good grip on the ball or couldn't set himself as he was rolling to his left, the right-handed quarterback, but McClure was wide open as the defensive back originally slipped down.
Yeah, it was pole shot. He was down for a long time, and when he finally got his feet back, he almost ended up with pass interference because he took a blind dive at Jeremy McClure, but the ball had already gotten there and gone by before he made contact. I don't know what Michael's problem was. He was wide open.
Well, thin, and they're going to go for it on a pro eye. 4th and goal at the 4. Cottis, right back in the pocket. He's under pressure. He's hit. He throws. Caught for a touchdown. Sean Booher catches his 2nd TD pass. What a great effort by Cottis. He was going down. Central said he was down. I don't think so. I think he still was up. He got rid of the ball, and Sean Booher leaped and caught it in the end zone for the touchdown.
That's a good catch.
The score comes at the 9:42 mark of the 4th quarter, and Bodo in for the important conversion. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's high enough. It's long enough. And it is good, and we're deadlocked. We may be going to our first OT. 9:42 to go. 14-14. We'll be back.
Go in the game. It'll be Taylor to kick it off. Manilak and Richardson deep for the Crusaders.
Taylor, line drive right down the middle to Manilak at the 15. He's going straight up the middle. 25, 30, right behind the wall. 35 and over the 40-yard line goes Freddie Manilak.
They got in behind that wedge, John, and everything was bunched into the middle. I mean, there were 22 people all within about 15 yards left to right, east to west, if you will.
Wintersville answers. The Crusaders score. And they take it 65 yards in 10 plays. Cottis to Booher on 4th and goal. Cottis' second TD pass. 1st and 10 at the 40. Quick toss, left side, Richardson running room. 45, loses the football and recovers his own lost ball, or did the official say he was out of bounds before he lost the football?
Possibly the spot is better than where he fell on the football.
We're not going to call it a fumble because he put the bead bag on the sideline and 49. Gave him the extra yardage at the 49.
It's 8 for Kenny, and he's gone over 100 again, John.
5 in a row for the hard-running Crusader fullback. And Central has gone over the 200-yard mark on the ground at 2:06. 2nd and short, Richardson to midfield, and that's about it. It'll be 3rd and short. Bottom of the stack, 55, linebacker Scotty Binkowitz. Also 79, Vodovich. And again, good sportsmanship. Vodovich helps Richardson up. Richardson pats Vodovich on the rump. Hard-nosed football game, Gino.
Well, they're just
very few penalties.
Beating each other to death out there.
Excuse me.
This is the kind of game you like to come and watch. I mean, they're just playing football. This is the way it is.
3rd and inches. They're in the bone. Here's Yanni, breaks a tackle in the backfield, across midfield, across the 45, and down as he carries tacklers to the Warrior 42-yard line. The diminutive Anthony Yanni with a big 3rd down conversion. Jeremy McClure helped out by 21 Sean Rath, but not before Yanni with an 8-yard pickup to the Warrior 42.
Yeah, I think
they're in the I backfield. Twins left. Deep handoff. Manilak into the secondary. 40, 35, 30, down to the 29. Manilak with a little crease was able to make a nifty gain out of it before Rath and McClure, Jeremy, finally bring him down, but not before Manilak gets 13 to the Warrior 29 and another Crusader first down. They're 14th.
Was the last time
game on television?
I went to sleep.
1st and 10. Gibson goes in motion to the far side. The backs are in an I. Wilson tied it right in. Inside trap. Here goes Richardson. Richardson to the 25. Vodovich makes the stop on a good hard-nosed tackle. Kenny gets 4. Central with a little time-consuming drive all on the ground. In fact, they've thrown but one pass in this half.
One here, John, is eating a bunch of clock.
7:15 to go in the game. 14-14. Here comes a flip to the wing back around. Gibson loses it, picks it up, gets a bodacious block from Stanwyck, and manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. That play would have went had not Gibson mishandled the pitch back, Gino.
Yeah.
It was set up perfectly.
It was there. The outside was open. I mean, it was wide open. Stanwyck saved his life with that big block.
Stop. Clock shows 6:39. And ticking. Or turning. It doesn't turn. It's a digital clock. Reno Saccoccia told me that.
Oh,
there's a quick toss. Here goes Richardson. He lost the football inside the 20. There's a dive for it. But I think Kenny was able to fall on his own fumble and be close to the first down. It's at the 19.
Stick guy on the side is waving first down, and the official agrees.
Azafaro on the stop and almost got the recovery on the 4-yard pickup. Blackwell. Twins right, backs in an I. Wilson tied it left end, deep handoff. Manilak dances to the outside, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1-yard line. Manilak with that patented move, the hole closed. He danced to the outside and put a burst of speed on that got him into the secondary, and he picks up 18 to the 1 with 6:10 to go. 14-14, but Central knocking on the door. Central has moved from their 41 to the Warrior 1. Wishbone, double tight end. Richardson, right side, touchdown. Crusaders have taken the lead with 5:52 to go in the contest.
That's Kenny Richardson unmolested to the outside. He had only the one man on the outside to beat. And I think it was Jeremy McClure. I think McClure thought he was going to take him on head on, and Richardson kind of sidestepped into the end zone and bounced off of McClure.
Gino, the last 3 possessions have ended up in scores. Both teams with sustained drive. Kuczykowski with the important extra point. Snap down, kick up. Line drive, looks like it's wide. Nope, it got through.
Knocked in.
5:52 to go. An exciting game. Great crowd. Beautiful evening. Central 21, Wintersville 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
From friends.
Standing at the 20, and I know Coach Saccoccia would like to see a good return here, as Kuczykowski does not kick it deep.
Well, he's pooched the last 2 toward Kent McClure.
This is winding on the left side and will skip out of bounds at the 16-yard line, and the flag will fly. Wintersville should get good field position. Nobody in the middle for Wintersville, though. Usually you have a guy in the middle.
They're trying to pop one up, get someone to run under it.
Or squib one down the middle. And there goes one squibbing down the middle. Rolling. Picked up by Jeremy McClure at the 28, right up the middle, across the 40 quickly, over the 45 and out to the 47 and maybe the 48-yard line. So as we said, Wintersville gets excellent field position. Colon Central came right back. First and 10 at their own 47, Gino.
Quit talking like that. We want a regulation decision.
Here's a flanker around pass. McClure throwing wide open, making the reception, and going for a score is Shawn Velto. And the Warriors will go to tie it or take the lead. A flanker around pass.
Velto's that quick. He had 2 yards on him, and he kept it.
Bodo for the important conversion. It's up, and we're tied at 21. What a ball game. I tell you what, great crowd, great night, as we said. You should be here, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing he got it up in the air or it gets blocked. He had that 5:28 to go in the ball game. What do you think, John? A few hundred people here tonight?
Oh, I don't know what the crowd is. It's a nice crowd. It would have been nice to have a packed stadium because I tell you what, it's been a very exciting football game.
There aren't that many open seats on the north and south sides.
53-yard scoring pass from flanker Jeremy McClure to wideout Shawn Velto on the flanker around pass. And kicking off is Taylor, short to Richardson at the 20, right up the gut, 30, 35, almost to the 40. 39-yard line. Making the stop, Jeremy McClure. So Central has good field position.
Now both teams just keep slugging. Crusaders will go to work, 1st and 10 at their own 39, and Wintersville looking to make that stop. The last, 4 possessions now have ended in touchdowns.
All scores. Very easy to keep track of. So Central has 5:13 to go in the contest. 21-21 tie. It's been Central on the ground and Wintersville in the air with the exception of the Oldham 73-yard run. They faked the toss, handoff inside, and Richardson is stacked up at the 40, maybe progress to the 41. Big hit put on by 55. Scotty Benkowitz, who's played a fine round. Central with only 13 in the air, so you can see 21-21 tie, the yardage about even. Option left. Marcino cuts it across the 40, spins to the 45 and a half. He went to the short side. Booher on the stop along with Tommy Emery. It'll be 3rd and 4 at the 45 and a half.
You run that short side option, you like to get there as quick as possible and hope.
We're tied at 7 at the half. Central took a 14-7 lead to go into the 4th quarter. Wintersville tied it. Central went on top, and now Wintersville has tied it again. Marcino back in the pocket, going over the middle. McClure intercepts at the 28. He's at the Warrior 40 looking for a block. He won't get it. He's down at the 40, but Wintersville has the football. The intended receiver was Mike, and Wintersville has it with 3:30 to go in the game. Central's 3rd turnover. 1st and 10 at the Warrior 40. The draw play, big hole. Odom tripped up at the 44, dives across the 45 and pinned down by Paul Wilson at the 47, but the big trip up was made by our man Elroy. Ryan, 143 yards. 2nd and 4. Pro I for Mikey Cottis. Hands to his fullback, Booher. And Shawn will get to the 48, maybe the 49. It'll be 3rd and short. Big 3rd down play coming up. Well, I think they'd run it twice, or run it once and call a timeout. They're in that odd formation. Handoff. Oldham stacked up at midfield. It'll be close, but I think he's short of the 1st down. He couldn't get the ball out to have it hold of his arms. Scotty Bloomer did. Also 54, Colin Kelly. 4th and shot. Shot at midfield with 1:43 to go.
This is measurable. Looks like he's going to be short. Ask you why.
Here's where, being a coach can be difficult. You're making a difficult decision.
There's no decision. Here you go for it.
Stretched. I'm going to tell you, it can't get any closer. They're looking, and it's inches. Rich Saccoccia said, "Whoa, he's ready to throw the flag." Well, I tell you what, here's where I would like to throw the ball. I know that sounds funny up here in the blue. Everybody's expecting you to run, throw the ball and get a touchdown, but they're going to quarterback sneak it. They're going for it. The clock will turn. 4th and inches at midfield. Cottis will sneak it for the 1st down. The safest play you can come up with. He's at the central 48.
Mike picks up a couple.
Wintersville in a pro I with Oldham the tailback, Booher the fullback. Cottis back, looking, throwing for McClure. Jeremy with a leaping catch at the 35. He's over the 30. A great reception. Jeremy McClure leaped over a couple of defenders. Aaron Talensik finally made the stop. What a great catch, and I think the Warriors want a timeout. We got a flag?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a defensive hold.
Okay. What a catch by Jeremy McClure. He was covered like a blanket, and he leaped and made...
Yanni, if he turns, he has himself an interception.
Penalty decline there, 40. After the pass intercept by Jeremy McClure, they're in the pro I. Oldham the tailback. Option right. Cottis fakes the pitch. Crosses the 25 and is down at the 23. Colin Kelly back at the linebacker spot makes the hit. He's been bothered by a shoulder injury, and he gets up slow. Pickup of 4 for Cottis to the 23. 2nd and 6. 21-21. Time a factor. 53 seconds to go in this exciting contest. Kent McClure right, Jeremy McClure left. Officials whistle.
If you're the Golden Warriors, you have to get closer. You need to get close enough to kick that field goal. The Crusaders call timeout. With 46 seconds to go, we're tied at 21. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If it
Kicked the ball poorly. He's kicked it very well with good distance on his extra points. But you like to get it in there close and make it a chip shot.
I thought it was a good timeout by Crusader defense to get organized.
Well, plus you let the Golden Warriors come out and use as much time as they were going to use anyway.
2nd and 6 at the 23. Cottis back in the pocket. The blitz is on. Cottis is hit. Stanwyck drives him down at the 26. Richardson came on the corner blitz. Didn't get him, but flushed him out of the pocket. And then Stanwyck did get him for a loss. Big defensive play.
And the clock's running. Now they call timeout.
26 seconds to go.
They're going to mark it at the 25. I disagree with that spot.
Where did you think it was?
26.
Okay.
But when he slammed him down, he was at the 26.
I don't know what, as we mentioned, Bodo's kicking ability is. Jeremy McClure left. That's our boy. That's Jay Retton. Kent McClure to the right. 3rd and long. Cottis back. Going for McClure. Maybe intercepted by Gibson at the 7. 15. He's got blockers, but caught from behind.
Boy, if
we're going overtime.
He had a man on each side. If one of them blocks, he might be gone, John. No one blocked, but Gibson atones right there for the touchdown pass on the flanker option.
Meanwhile, Oldham made the big tackle. And Wintersville's intercepted for the 2nd time.
Well, I think you fall down on the ball.
Fall down. In fact, the clock's running. They won't even get a playoff. We're going to overtime, and we'll let you explain that, big boy.
Well, it's simple. You start on the 20. You can pick up a first down. Each team gets a chance, one opposite the other. We'll have a 3-minute intermission. Flip the coin. The winner gets to choose whether he goes first or second.
And I told you, I felt overtime.
Yeah, you would.
Second, and the Central offensive unit is on the field. The Wintersville defensive unit is huddling on their sideline. As Gino said, 1st and 10 at the 20. You can get 1 first down and maintain possession if it was a 1-pointer. Gibson to the right, Polshaw left. The backs are in an eye. Manilak and Richardson in the first overtime. Here's the toss to Manilak, right side, looking for room. He won't go anywhere. Mazzaferro hits him for a loss. And that is a huge defensive play by Todd Mazzaferro, the second big one he's made that I can think of today.
Loses.
Wilson is tied at left end, and Gibson is split left, and the backs are in an eye. On 2nd and 11, they'll option left. Marcino turns it up across the 20, breaks one tackle, down to the 17, maybe the 16. He broke the tackle of Todd Mazzaferro. And he was wrapped up by Scotty Binkowitz.
Oh, he had a couple of nice side outs last week against Cleveland Catholic. Some nice down and outs. Let's see if they decide to go to that. He's on the right side.
Along with Gibson. Wilson tight at left end, backs in an eye. Play action. Marcino rolling, looking, throwing. He's got a man in the corner. Gibson, he didn't make the catch. It wouldn't have counted anyway. He was out of the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And
Mike Kuczykowski's range. They have to get the first down or the Golden Warriors can settle for a field goal.
Colin split right with Gibson. Central confused. Now they're going to go to the left, and Central better hurry. Wilson is tied at right end. Twins left, backs in an eye. 4th and 7 at the 17. Gibson in motion to the far side. Play action. Marcino back. It's going to be a screen. They flip it out to Richardson, almost intercepted by Kent McClure. Wintersville has held and will take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, while the Golden Warriors have the football now, it's sudden death. If they score, it's over.
21-21 in the first overtime. Jeremy McClure will split to the right. Brady Snyder is tight at left end. The odd formation. Oldham gets the handoff. He's met at the 19 by 4 Crusaders. He'll pick up 1. Stanwyck along with Brian Krager leading the charge. 2nd and 9 at the 19.
300 yards.
2nd and 9. McClure, a single receiver to the right. Snyder tied at left end. Quarterback sneak. Cottis across the 15, maybe to the 14.5, as he had one of his backs pushing him ahead. Again, Krager on the stop.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
5-yard pickup on the quarterback sneak. 3rd and 4 at the 14. 156 yards on the ground for Wintersville. 265 for Central. Wintersville with 159 in the air.
I think they'll try to do something here, John, to keep the ball in the middle of the field.
3rd and 4, odd set. Another quarterback sneak. Here goes Cottis near the first down marker at the 11, maybe the 10.5. Stanwyck there.
Well, straight ahead if you want to kick the field goal.
Wintersville with those wide splits. It'll be 4th and a yard at the 11. Or Rich Saccoccia is going to definitely call a timeout as he's coming out onto the field.
I don't know if Gregg Bahen knows that.
Central still in their defensive huddle as Gregg Bahen is the defensive man. See if Cottis sneaks it again. He'll hand off, and they didn't make it. We're going to the second overtime. Treglia was there. Booher got the carry. Galtier was there. Central was waiting for that play.
We'll talk about seeing the other team's playbook. Gee, no chance at all.
Rich Saccoccia out on the field. Don't know what the discussion is, but Booher had no chance for the first down. He was stuffed.
Is 82 on the field? Did Rich think it was third down when he called the timeout?
I don't think so. Now Gregg Bahen's out there.
Gregg heard enough. He's heading back to the sideline.
Well, double overtime. We may go a few more, folks.
This could last a while.
Saturday night.
You going anywhere tomorrow?
I do have to go to Youngwood, Pennsylvania.
Well, this is where... .7 lead into the fourth quarter. Wintersville tied. Central went up 21-14, and Wintersville tied. Now we're in the second overtime. The backs are split. Cottis back in the pocket on first down. Looking over the middle. Has a man incomplete. Underthrew it. McClure was open at the 5 on the post. Boy, it was a one-hopper. Mike.
Throw set for Cottis. Booher and Odom to split backs. Cottis back in the pocket. Has time. Looks. Throws. Caught. At the 10-yard line, looks like enough for the first down. I think it was Brady Snyder amongst 2 or 3 Crusader defenders.
First down and a good whack put on Snyder by whoever came up from behind.
That was Paul Wilson and Anthony Yanni, and Snyder hurt, but he held on to the football, and he trots back to the huddle for a big first down inside the 10. First and goal. We'll call it the 9-yard line.
Go off. I was going to say you have to buy his way back on.
170 yards in the air for the Warriors. And that's the biggest play of the game so far. First and goal at the 9. Couple of subs come in. Colin Kelly for the Central defense. No, check at 51, Brian Kreger for Colin Kelly. I think Emery's in at a running back. Cottis rolling right on first and goal at the 9. He's under pressure. He throws. He has Oldham, but he couldn't get to it at the goal line. Just a little bit too far with Richardson on the coverage. So Wintersville has come out throwing on this series. They've thrown 3 straight times.
4 overtimes.
Snyder went out the last time. He comes back in this time. Booher went out. Now he comes rushing back on. He tells Emery to get out. High backfield behind Cottis. Booher and Oldham. Fake the draw. Cottis rolls out. He's under pressure. He's down at the 20. Paul Wilson. Kenny Richardson. A big sack. A loss of 11. Third and goal at the 20.
That's a big play. My goodness. You know what hurts? Cottis almost got away. I shouldn't say almost got away, but he is strong enough that he was still looking for a receiver as he was going down. He just couldn't find anywhere to dump it.
McClure left. That's Jeremy. Kent to the right. Backs are split behind Cottis. Brady Snyder tied it right in. Keep an eye on him. Cottis back, looking, throwing. Jeremy McClure has it at the 5, 4. He's down to the 3, maybe the 2. It'll be 4th down. Decision time now. Perfect throw and a nice catch by Jeremy McClure at the 2. An 18-yard pickup after an 11-yard loss. Wintersville might think of a timeout here.
They are.
Comes from the sideline. 4th and goal at the 2 in the second overtime of a 21-21 tie, and that's a huge play.
It's 4th and goal at the 2.
Bodo will attempt the field goal. It'll be a 20-yarder.
Mike Cottis is going to line up on tight end right.
Snap is down. Kick is up. It's high enough. It's long enough, and it's right into the band. And that means it's good. And the Warriors have taken their first lead on the 20-yard field goal by Ryan Bodo. Bodo, the sophomore, with a huge kick. It was perfect. So Central takes it 1st and 10 at the 20. Twins left, Baxton and I. Here comes Gibson in motion, and one of the offensive linemen moved.
That's a big one.
Now it's 1st and 15 at the Wintersville 25.
They've been effective. Richardson on the dive play, possibly trying to pick something up. Either that or just totally cross them up. Come back with something that they haven't seen.
Pro eye. Trap to the fullback. Richardson to the outside. 20. 17, maybe 16, possibly 15 as Kenny Richardson continues to churn those legs and is tough to bring down.
Right at the 15.
So that's a 10-yard pickup. So they got the 5 they lost and 5 more, and Central calls a timeout. 2nd and 5. Right up to John Henrietto. We were pretty close at halftime, but I know we'll have missed some because there's been tremendous amounts of plays in the second half.
Well, Mike Kuczykowski limbering up the leg. They had to kick it right now to be 32 yards.
2nd and 5 at the 15. Second overtime. Twins left, Baxton and I. Deep handoff. Manilak, big hole. 15-10, tripped up at the 8 and down at the 5, and that's the 1st down. 1st and goal Central. They came back from a 1st and 15 to gain 20 yards on 2 consecutive 10-yard runs by Richardson and now Manilak.
Well, you're going to run 2 plays the best way you figure to get into the end zone. The 3rd play, you're going to try to run something to get the ball toward the middle of the field while still trying to get into the end zone.
Central probably has their bone offense in there. They do. Marshall's at the other tight end with Wilson. Yanni is in. Bloomer's the blocking back. Here goes Yanni, left side. Hit at the 5 and down. He stormed under. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
It looks like he did, but that's about it.
Mazzaferro's had a banged-up game over there, along with...
Ball in the hands of either Manilak or Kenny Richardson trying to sweep.
Yanni comes out, and Manilak is in.
And I don't mean the option either. I think this will be some sort of a sweep. They're going to try to go outside the tackles.
They're in the bone.
Nope.
Richardson right up the gut, breaks the tackle at the 5, struggles to the 4, gets to the 3.
Really thought they'd try to go wide, even though they were in the bone. I thought they'd try to sweep out of it.
McCullough there, and McClure there. Jeremy. Play coming from the bench. 24-21 Wintersville in the second overtime. It's been a thriller.
I think Mike Kuczykowski's stomach's churning.
Double tight ends again, the bone. Look for Richardson. Option, pitch back. Pass. Richardson floats it into the end zone, knocked away, almost intercepted by 21, Sean Rath. Central with the option pass intended for tight end Paul Wilson, but Wintersville played it well, and Central should go for the field goal.
Yeah, this will be a great football, and some Dimmy, we'll just call him Dimmy to be nice, yelled, "How can you be so dumb?"
Talensik will snap it. Polshaw gets it down. Kuczykowski gets it right into the Warrior band, and we're tied. And we're going to the 3rd overtime. Hold the supper, Big M. I won't be home.
Supper.
What a ball game. The late snack. Mike Kuczykowski matches Ryan Bodo's field goal. Bodo hit from 20 yards. The 5 Crusader captains meeting the 4 Warrior captains, and this is the 4th time they've done this. Beginning of the game, first 2 overtimes, that's 3, and this is the 3rd overtime.
Don't forget to start the second half.
Do they do it at the start of the second half?
You got to make a decision.
Oh, okay.
If it were 85, we'd have a problem.
Well, Krager's out over the football. Polshaw and Gibson split left. Wilson tied it right end. The backs are in an eye. 3rd overtime, 24-24. Blast play. Manilak a couple of yards to the 17. Wintersville says the ball is loose. The officials say the play is dead. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 at the 17. Taylor at the bottom of the pile. Looks like he's going to be slow getting up. So one of his mates helps him. For Central. This time Gibson is right, Coolin left. Richardson and Manilak, the eye backs. Fake the toss. Richardson up the gut, hit at the 15 and down. Scotty Binkowitz with a good tackle, preventing Richardson from getting more yardage. 59. Ryan Richardson averages 23 carries a game. He's over his average.
They had 27 carries last week.
Twins left. Backs are split. Fake the dive. End around. It's set up. Gibson gets it this time. Mazzaferro misses him. 15-10. First down and out of bounds inside the 10. Mazzaferro got him the last time because Gibson fumbled the pitch and bobbled it. This time he didn't, and he got around Mazzaferro, who did his job. He stayed at home at his left defensive end position, but Gibson had too much speed for him.
Well, he picks up yardage to about the 7.
So it's 1st and goal at the 7 on the 8-yard pickup, flanker around pitch. Crusaders with their 19th first down. They have 300 yards on the ground. 24-24, 3rd overtime. 1st and goal at the 7. Coolin right, Gibson left, backs in an eye. Option left, Marcino at the 10. Pitches to Manilak. He's hit at the 9 and down. Good defensive play. Kent McClure, or is that 28? 26, 28, that's Sean Rath. No, excuse me, that's Brian McCullough. Polshaw back in. He split with Gibson to the left. Wilson tied it right in. Gibson in motion to the far side. The backs are in an eye. Long count, Marcino. Trap up the middle. Richardson, short yardage. To the 7. Whistle blows as they stand him up. And Richardson goes down under the pressure of Jim Vodovich. So it's 3rd and goal at the 7. Kenny gets 1. Right with Gibson. This time Wilson is tied at left end and the backs are split. 3rd and goal. Option right. Marcino turns it across the 5. He's to about the 3. And Central's got the decision to make of whether to go for the TD or kick the field goal. Marcino down at the 4, and they're going to go for the field goal, and I think that's the right decision.
I think so. You put the heat on the other guy, but the other guy now, of course, knows what he has to do.
Well, Central has to naturally make it. As Kuczykowski is in, and he will attempt a 22-yard field goal, and Wintersville trying to put the heat on. Calls the timeout. The old make him think about it.
Well, he's been thinking about it a long time, I think. It might depend on how Wintersville has handled the last 2 defensively, or the outside's crashing or not.
21-yard field goal. Snap down, kick up. It's low. It hit the post on the left and is no good. It was low but high enough, about 5 yards up on the left post, and it bounced away as it was hooking. And Wintersville's defense is hell.
Happens things now.
1st and 10 Warriors at the 20. Dive play. That's Tommy Emery, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage as Paul Wilson wraps him up with a bear hug. 2nd and 10. The McClure boys are wide receivers. Nope. That's Velto in. Jeremy to the right, Velto left. Play action. Cottis looking for Jeremy. Throwing. Almost a one-handed grab. Incomplete at the 5-yard line. Good coverage, though, by Kenny Richardson on the outside. And Cottis had to thread the needle, and McClure almost made a circus catch. Or that middle screen. Something safe.
Go to the well a third time, huh?
Backs are in an eye. The pro eye this time. Cottis. Draw play. Cottis never gets it off. It was play action. He's smeared. Traeger gets the sack at the 26. And Wintersville would probably be out of field goal range. A loss of 6. Traeger shooting from his inside backer position. The play action slowed Cottis. He didn't even know that Traeger was on him. And he dragged him down at the 27, a loss of 7. We may be heading for overtime number 4. It is 4th and 17.
Well, the Gold Warriors call time to talk about it. What you want is a play that'll get you close enough to kick for 3.
And if the defensive backs would be looking for a fake, this is a long field goal.
Well, the huddle clock's running. Gregg Bahen pops out of the central huddle. Rich Saccoccia heads to the sideline. With 15 seconds to get it off.
43 yards.
What an ending this would be, huh?
P.D. Bashaw holds. Snap is good. Bodo is blocked. He hit it good. I don't know who got the block. Bloomer was in there.
I'll tell you what.
Paul Wilson was in there, but I'm going to tell you what. Bodo took a little too long. He tried to put some extra behind it because he probably never kicked a 43-yard field goal, but he hit it hard. It was blocked, and we're going to overtime number 4.
Just judging from where the ball landed on the deflection, he had a lot of leg into it. That ball landed at like the 5 after it was blocked. That was a shot. So we go to a 4th overtime. Used to be 3. I did a 3 overtime tie over there.
Meanwhile, probably both of these teams are having something after the game, and the food's getting cold.
What they were having.
And the whistle was sounding, and we're ready for action. I ran out of lozenges, I think.
I don't have any. Pencils.
Twins left. Flanker right. Cottis. Middle screen. Brady Snyder. Across the 15. Snyder to about the 12.
That's a play you wanted the last time.
I thought that would have been the play that might have worked. It would have got him some yardage and gave him a better shot. 2nd and 1 at the 11. Again, the single back formation. Now Odom gets in there. Cottis sets him. Now they're split. Guy play. Booher breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone. Sean Booher broke a couple of tackles. In fact, he left 3 Crusaders laying on the turf. And hit a field goal and had 1 block. A field goal. Snap down, kick up. It's long and hit the post and bounced away. So we've seen 2 post hitters. One by Kuczykowski on a field goal that could have won it in the last overtime. And now
20 yards and cross the stripe.
Well, here they go. Twins right. Backs are split. Straight dive to Richardson, and he's down quickly. That man all over the place. 61, defensive end, Todd Mazzaferro. He's had a tension. Cooling in with the play. He'll split left, along with Gibson. Wilson at tight end right. Manilak the tailback. Long count, Marcino. Right up the gut. Richardson hit immediately. We'll get to the 18. That quick trap. Wintersville waiting for it.
Interesting call. Maybe thinking that Wintersville would not look for that on a 2nd down.
Taylor, the defensive end, crashing down, makes the overtime.
Well, you've run the dive twice. Do you run the option now?
Pro set this time. Here comes Gibson in motion to join Polshaw in the right flank. Marcino back in the pocket. Looks like a middle screen to Richardson. 20, 15, 10, 5. First down at the 4. So Central gives Wintersville a bit of their medicine on the middle screen. It's worked 3 times to Brady Snyder. It works to Kenny Richardson.
14 yards and a first down.
They spot it, we'll call it the 5 and call it a 13-yard gain, only the second completion for Central in 9 attempts. But a big one. First down, number 20 at the 5.
It's on the 4, trust me.
Okay, we'll call it the 4. 27 yards. Big third down play, double tight end wishbone. Marcino on a keeper, dives to the 2, maybe the 1. Good faking by Travis.
Yeah, everybody went up between guard and tackle, trying to show, here we come. We're going to try to bury off the play, and Travis just kept the ball, tried to circle outside. He was cut off wide, went back inside, dove. He's about 1.5 yards shy. Emery
made the hit at the 2. Second and goal. Central has 3 chances.
Yeah, this is definitely, you got to go for the touchdown. You're behind 6.
Marshall at tight end with the double tights. Richardson dives. He's in, and we're tied. And Mike Kuczykowski can win it for Central. Richardson dives in. Central goes 20 yards.
You know, that's probably one of your best friends out there with that air horn.
Oh, that's a loud one. In 5 plays, the big play, the middle screen of 14, and Kuczykowski can win it. 30-30 in the 4th overtime. To Lensing, the long snapper. Polshaw, the holder. The snap down. The kick is up. And it's good. The Richardson touchdown, 31-30 in a game that took 2 hours and 52 minutes, the longest one I think I've ever done.
This is...
But one of the most exciting.
Well, I'm not sure how long the Booktool game was that I did the 1 OT, but this is a ball game that you won't forget too soon. In the meantime, how many more heartbreaks can you take if you're the Golden Warriors? A 17-14 loss on a last-moment field goal last week, and now a 1-pointer here as the Crusaders win it in 4 OTs by a score 31-30.
Boy, and the kids are congratulating each other, and rightfully so. It was a well-played, clean football game with 2 rivals. You had to be here. You missed a great one. 31-30.
Well, that's your ball game, and we'll be back after this.
Unibank